Alright, we're sitting here in Uri in the Bosco's lovely facilities. The night's entertainment was just unbelievable. You kept her lit all night here.
Aye, I sustained the flame there for a good while in the retelling of my stories, and they all emanate from my book, Keep Her Lit, and I'm very proud that my good friend, the All-Ireland winning Tyrone captain Peter Hanifin, has written the foreword. But it's 92 stories, my observations on the world, and my take, and really my twin track of interests in life has been Irish republicanism and the GAA. So I'm really delighted to be in the Bosco's club here in Newry, because this club is, like many other clubs, very community orientated, very community rooted, and their facilities are second to none. And I had a lovely audience there, and we had a bit of crack. We interacted well, I think.
And Barry, you have 92 stories,
Yeah.
and I mean, I loved every one that you talked about here. It is a class book. It's definitely a whole different insight, and it's really not, because it really tells everybody who Barry McElduff is.
It is, and maybe it's unremarkable. The book might be unremarkable in a sense because I'm just telling the unremarkable things, you know, that aren't usually recorded. You know, people might think some of them are unremarkable, don't bother recording them, but it's really a social commentary. It's my political take on things that have happened, and half of it's serious and half of it's tongue-in-cheek and humorous. Some of it's about my family and my parents. I like to pay tribute to my father and mother in the book, and I dedicate the book to them and to my wife and children, and to Patrick Kelly, my brother-in-law, and his father Vincent. So a book is a very personal thing, and I'm pleased to have reached the completion of this journey, and it's great to be in Newry talking to people who are interested.
And Barry, earlier on the year you were up here with your 32, 32, 32.
Yeah.
Great work with the Simon community all over Ireland. And then you decided, right, I need to do something else.
Aye.
So you went with the book.
Aye.
What's next for Barry McElduff?
Do you know, I'm going to reflect over Christmas as to how we can make 2013 really interesting, exciting, and yet do good for society at the same time. But I think life's stressful at times. You know, people are busy with their family and work, or perhaps searching for work. And my message is really that you have to invent crack for yourself along the way. So keep her lit, sustain the flame.
And of course, the men's club.
Aye.
A wonderful idea, Barry,
Aye.
because it brings me back to probably when I was a kid. The television has probably killed the art
Yes.
of conversation.
I agree. Somebody said central heating was the start of it all, when children went to their individual rooms, and that if they had to sit around the turf fire for heat, then they would have kept together more. But no, even in terms of men's mental health agenda, you know, the idea of Kalian in each other's houses and chatting about pressures of life and having a bit of crack and eating a bite of food. We have indeed invented a men's shed movement in mid-Tyrone, and it's called 32, 32, 32. So good we named it 3 times.
Barry McElduff, it's been an absolute pleasure. Good luck on your book, and it's an absolute pleasure to be in your company here tonight, and it's a great Christmas present.
It is, and it's not that dear, a tenner. I worked hard to keep it down to a tenner, because I just think I'd like that book to be in people's homes, you know, people who have the same interests or experiences as me.
Barry McElduff, keep her lit.